men who own factories between Greenfield and Silver City. Every year, Mr. Alden sponsored a field day. The best race was a free-for-all because anyone could run it. The day after everyone helped pick cherries, Henry arrived at Dr. Moore's house and discovered he had a special job to do.
Get in the car, Henry. Today's field day. I want you to see the racing because I want you to tell me who wins each race.
Sure, Dr. Moore, I love to watch races. After watching for a short time, Henry decides to run the free-for-all and joins the children on the path.
Okay, on your mark. Get set. Go!
Go number 4! Go 16! Go number 4! Go 16! Go number 4!
What is your name, boy?
Henry Jennings.
Here is the prize, Henry James. You can run well, my boy. I like to see you run.
I won the free-for-all. Time's dinner ready.
I won the free-for-all race. I got $25 and a silver cup.
You won the race, Henry?
Oh, I'm so glad. Great job, Henry. You can run fast, Henry. Are we rich now?
No, not yet, but I bought some potato for dinner and I better go back to it and I'll see you later. Things went by happily for the boxcar children. They found more treasures in the dump, and Henry worked every day for Dr. Moore. One afternoon, Jessie saw how long Betty's hair was getting and cut Violet scissors.
Jessie, cut my hair. I'll get Violet scissors and cut Watch's hair. He'll look better. Good dog, Watch. You are Jessie's dog, so I will cut a J in your hair. But still now. Betty, what are you doing?
Violet, come and see. What looks so funny?
What's the matter, Violet?
I don't feel very well.
You must go to bed, Violet.
And you want me handkerchief from the book.
What's the matter with Violet? Is she sick?
I don't know what's wrong. I wish Henry would come home. Oh, Henry, I'm so glad you're home because Violet is sick. I covered her with pine needles, but she's still shaking. I think she should go to the hospital.
Yes, you're right. But if we go to the hospital, then we want to know her name, and then Grandfather can find us.
What should we do?
I'm going to get Dr. Moore.
Whenever you're ready.
Henry ran to Dr. Moore's house even faster than he ran in the free-for-all. When he arrived, he told Dr. Moore that Violet was sick. Dr. Moore drove him back to the boxcar. It seemed almost magical how he knew where to go. When he reached the boxcar, he loaded everyone into his car and drove back to his house. Mrs. Moore put Violet to bed and covered her with lots of blankets. Then she showed the others where their beds were. Dr. Moore stayed up all night with Violet. The next morning he called Mr. Alden and he came right over.
I'm afraid the children will go with you until they learn to like you. Please let me see them. I will not tell them who I am.
Mrs. Moore's right. Why don't you stay with us for a while until the children learn to like you? Mr. Alden then goes home to get some clothes for the stay. When Mr. Alden came back, he had dinner with all of the children except for Violet. After dinner, Mr. Alden went outside to read. Henry was working in the garden. Henry has been thinking he has met Mr. Henry before. The way he says my boy is especially familiar. He decides to go to Dr. Moore with a question.
Do you know who gave you the $25 in the silver cup?
James Henry Alden from over at Greenfield.
Could that kind man be my grandfather?
He seems young, but I have to know. I'm going to talk to him. Are you James Henry Alden of Greenfield?
I am, my boy. Does that mean that you know that I know that you are Henry James Alden?
Yes.
Let's go up and see Violet. Violet, it's grandfather, and he isn't cross after all.
What do you mean? Isn't he Mr. Henry?
My name is James Henry Olden. My name is Henry James Olden. Where have you been living? You just ought to see.
What? You never saw it in the daytime.
Is that so? I have seen it many times in the daytime. Seen what?
Our house. We have been living in a boxcar in the woods.
I have seen your house too.
I went up one day and saw all your dishes. I liked your big pitcher and teapot.
All of you seen but me. We'll show it to you.
After battle was well, they all went to visit the boxcar. Mr. Alden then invited the children to his house. When the children sat there amazed at how beautiful it was, Mr. Alden asked them if they would like to come and live with him. Soon they were all settled in. But would you believe that 4 children could be homesick for a boxcar while living in such a beautiful house?
Oh, grandfather, I would like to cook something once more on my dear old kettle in the woods. Grandfather, I wish I could cook on my dear old kettle. I've been thinking. I'm going to give you children a surprise. Is it very nice? No, not very. And it is not pretty at all. And it is very heavy. But I'll let you decide if you like it. Let's go out in the garden and see. Just a little further. I see it. It's a boxcar. Where's my pink cup?
Can I really cook something in my old kettle?
Of course you may, Jessie.
Hey, here's my old hammers. Thank you, Grandfather. Oh, thank you, Grandfather. We'll never go away from you again.
I hope not, my dear. We're all in happily ever after.
And they did. About it in the further adventures of the boxcar children in their next book, Surprise Island.
There we go.